go on our Instagram, at Rhythm in Britain, to find out the top tens and to see the Throwback Thursdays. But without further ado, we 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 are back with Jay Montel. We're live in the studio.
Yeah. What's up?
Okay, cool. Thank you guys for coming down, man. It's much appreciated.
It's a pleasure, man. Thanks
So how you guys doing?
Yeah, we're blessed,
man.
I'm always doing better than Monster.
That's good, man. So so again, thanks for coming down. So let's talk about your music for a second, yeah? So how would you summarize?
That's a new one. That's a new one. I have to take that one from you. Still, summarize. Hey.
Yeah, man. So still, so how would you summarize your group?
I would say we're more of obviously a duo, but I would say that we can't necessarily be summarized into one category if you was to specifically say a genre.
Yeah.
I would say we're like a feeling. Jay Montel is more of a feeling. It's
Jeez.
more of a
100.
yeah. It's like that feel good feeling when you hear our music. We wish and we hope that you feel positive and you feel uplifted by our sounds, basically.
Yeah, like we're not put into one specific sound. We have different takes of ourselves on each sound. If that makes sense.
I saw the tag from your last video. No genre in it.
No genre.
Hashtag
no genre.
See, man, we do our research here.
I like that.
That's dope.
So, a lot of artists say they're inspired by different people. So, who would you say you're inspired by?
I'll let Jay go first on that one.
Inspired. Are you talking about current artists or like from young inspired, like sort of thing?
Okay, let's do two. Let's keep it. Yeah. So
Cool,
current artists and old school artists.
I'll go old school and you do your old school. I gotta say, for me, MJ, like that's every kid's, Man danced, man sung, man directed his own videos. He done everything for himself, sort of thing, and like he was just the king of pop. Like he was the king of music. Like he did his thing. Like you could look at him and just take his whole structure and just apply it to yourself, and that's exactly what I've done. Like obviously, there's way more to learn.
Yeah, trust.
But yeah, that's my little hero. Still.
Still.
Obviously MJ, talented human being. But I'd also say, artists like Usher, Chris Brown's. Obviously, they're still currently doing music now. But when I was younger, growing up, like my brother would just slap on the Usher live tour, and I'll just sit there and just study with him. And literally, that was one of my inspirations in terms of performance and having the right energy and how to perform on stage. So them two definitely like some of my big inspirations, I would say.
Okay, calm. So what about current ones?
There's only one for me that's current right now, man. Actually, there's two.
One that I would say is definitely one of mine. Current ones is Drake, just because
Drizzy.
Drizzy is so versatile.
Nah, it's too much,
He's so like you could put him on any song and he'll body it, and that's kind of how we like resemble ourselves with the whole no genre thing.
Yeah,
that's what we're about. We're not about being stuck into one lane. We're about trying different things and going through different avenues, and you should be able to hear that in our next, music coming out soon within this year. So.
Okay, man. What about you, Jay?
I gotta say Chris Brown, because that guy, he actually taught me how to sing. I don't even know the guy, but it sounds so mad. But Chris Brown taught me how to sing. I used to go on YouTube and just listen to him and just like try to replicate his voice.
No, I feel like one day you're gonna see Chris Brown walking. You're gonna look at him and say, "Hey, thank you, man." he's gonna be like, "What did I do?" No,
it's mad. But don't you find it crazy? Like he's been at the top of the game since like 2004. Like
that's the thing. Like people say him and MJ, it's because they got the same blueprint since young.
Yeah,
and they're still doing it now.
Consistency.
You could say a similar thing about Usher as well. He started very young.
Like people don't realize
very young.
He had that thing when he was little, around late teenage, then disappeared for a bit,
and then he came back.
Yeah,
man. Okay, cool. I like that. Yeah. So one thing about you guys, I find amazing is your Instagram videos.
Okay, thank you.
My favorite one has to be the one you did of No Stylist. That for me, honestly, I think it was you who came in. I'm telling you, that for me was like, yo. Okay, these guys are serious.
I appreciate that,
man. So whose idea, and when did you decide to put your stuff and do those type of Instagram videos?
Well, we knew for a while we had to be doing those.
Yeah. It's like, that's, as a singer, as an artist, when you have like the tool of Instagram, like it's so powerful that you have to be consistent on there to give people a part of you that they're not going to see every single day.
Yeah.
Like by doing the videos, it gives everyone an opportunity to see what you can actually do, like within a minute. Do you know what I mean? And people can get hooked on that and just go through your videos and keep watching them over and over.
I also feel as well, as we live in kind of now like a popcorn generation where people just want more content. You know, you need to feed people's appetite and give them something to watch and something to listen. So while in between our releases, I think it's something that's good to retain fans and to, you know, just show off your talents in a way that you couldn't do on your song, your original songs. You know what I mean? If they're in a certain style or you don't want to be too vocal on certain tracks. So I think it's a great display of like showing off our talent and just a great way to keep everyone, you know, engaged and just to like give back to basically our supporters.
100%.
Okay, I like that. So again, you're big on Instagram now. You're taking over the game. So who?
Stop it.
Just getting started. We're just getting started.
It's getting started, but it's rolling nicely.
Yeah, it's rolling,
Trust
man.
me, the sky's the limit, man.
Come on,
but
always.
Who has been your biggest supporter that you just like when you see someone like your videos and you're like looking like, raw, who's doing that? Like, who's been that person for you?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Nah, I even know.
Biggest supporter from day dot.
From day.
I kind of gotta say the people that believe in you from the get go, really. So realistically, the person in my head that I can think of straight away would be Monte's older brother. As soon as he saw us together, that's like he was like, "Yo, you man could do this," and he's just been there from day dot, just helping us and managing us, etc.
Yeah.
So like he believed in it when we believed in it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, at a grassroots level, like he saw he's a visionary himself as well as us. So when we came to him and said he wanted to do music, he already saw the vision and he was like, "Yeah, let's do this." So
okay, I like that. Yeah.
So
it's for the OGs. They're the ones that
come on,
OGs.
man.
Yeah. Okay, calm. I like that still. So next question for me is that the music industry, you know, is tough. Like everybody's there's a lot of like it's becoming everyone's on Link Up TV, GRM, like it's coming a lot of people coming up. So what keeps you motivated through all of that?
I would say you just have faith in your talent and like we don't really watch too much the numbers. It's more about just releasing good content. And that's all that matters. I think that keeps us motivated because we know that we're gonna be there.
Yeah,
we're gonna be there. Like someday, we just got faith in God that it's gonna happen. So
amen,
I think we have that is our faith is one of our motivators. I would say.
And the fact of knowing like your own talent and your own class and your own difference, like it's a big thing not to be caught up and be the same as someone else. Like some people try to like replicate what someone else is doing. But if you just stay focused on what you're doing, like people will like you for you, which means there's always a possibility of you doing great things if you're being yourself.
Okay, yeah.
So it's just huge.
Yeah, man. I like that still.
Yeah.
So
racking a lot, man.
Yeah, but trust, man. You guys are actually sick. But I'm as a fan, you know, you say stuff that you're like, right, I like that still.
Yeah,
but
I appreciate it. Thank you.
But let's go back a bit. So 2018 was a big year for you guys.
Yeah, man.
So you got 532,000 streams on Spotify. That's a mad one.
Yeah, and going up.
That's going up still. But yeah, so how do you feel about that number when you see that? Like, you know, when you see a number that big, you're like, okay, calm. That's mad still.
It's a blessing.
Oh, it's such a blessing, but because you see yourself heading further, you're just like, I want more. Like in terms of like, you know what you can like. This is the start.
Yeah,
it's like. That's not even the start, realistically.
Yeah.
That's like not even entry level of what we know we're capable of. So like seeing that is like raw. Like at least that's the beginning.
Yeah, you know how they say success beats hunger.
Yeah,
100%.
More.
Do you know what's funny as
going.
well? We sometimes don't take a step back and look at how far we've come.
Yeah.
And it's a bit of a shame sometimes because that is an amazing number to achieve.
Yeah.
In 1 year, especially not when you're not like backed by a top artist and you're not, you know, on radio. Like that's an amazing statistic to have. But we're so hungry and we're so passionate about what we do that it's just a stepping stone for us, and we're ready to achieve much more. I would say
100.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you guys are early in your career still.
Yeah.
So what would you say has been your biggest achievement musically so far?
One of them would be getting playlisted on Spotify.
That was big. That was big.
Like out of nowhere, we just got an email from Spotify saying, our curators love your track and we want to put it in what playlist was it?
Afro Bashment. Yeah,
that was a big one.
And getting played on BBC One Extra.
Yeah,
that was big.
Radio 1.
Even that's even bigger than
that.
You can't even say One Extra. Nothing bad about One Extra. Radio 1's still big. Radio 1, big trust. BBC, you know.
That was a blessing, man. That was a blessing. So, like we have a lot to be thankful for. The fact that people will love our music, that's just something.
Already something.
Yeah. Okay, calm. So, 2019. What can we expect from you guys going forward?
Just a big one. That one is. That's that one.
Drop a bit of detail for us.
2018, we released some stuff. We did some videos, and we were working hard in the studio. We created content on content on content, songs on songs, man. Just like trying to create the best piece of work that shows our personality and shows our we have no genre. It shows our versatility as much as we can do. Sort of thing, whatever feeling we want to give and like portray for ourselves, that's what we was working on. So we just got
just say we got a couple like EPs, couple albums worth of music.
Yeah, man.
Okay, so are we gonna see an EP on album?
We'll see.
We'll see.
Don't be saying we'll see.
You'll definitely be seeing more videos this year.
Okay, cool.
100%.
Okay, calm. You know, people comment like, we'll see. Like, I won't think, bro.
We got a new single dropping soon. That's gonna be fire. Produced by SOS, Sons of Sonics, Bad Guys, Mikey and Man. Big bros there.
It's got good features in it as well, like in the video.
Okay, man.
So we'll wait till they.
Okay, calm. So so what inspires you for this stuff that you're putting out in 2019? What's the main inspiration? What's that about?
Yeah, the main thing, mate, like that we think of, like that inspires us, like just do what you want to do, but also taking your supporters into account of what they actually want to hear as well. Because like music is about yourself, but at the same time, it's about what the people want to hear from you as well. Like what take they want to take from you. So like, you just got to be free with it and try everything. Yeah, like if you don't try, you won't know.
Yeah, but does that sometimes hold you back from being versatile? I feel like, okay, the fans like this stuff from what we did.
Nah, because if you think about it in a different way, the fans like a certain thing, but you can give a take.
It's like your take on that thing. So for example, now, like we try to stay relatable. That's one thing we try to do. So we talk about things that we live and topics that, things we go through. Do you know what I'm saying? So I feel like in that aspect, if you're relatable, you're always relatable. You're giving people what they want, but you're putting your own twist and your own direction in it. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'd say that's one thing. That's one way.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. We'll be right back though. We're gonna have more of Jay Montel right here. Trust me. We're gonna be playing 2 games to get you to know you a bit more. And so keep it locked. But this is Roll and by Jay Montel. This is Women Britain. Stay locked. Hey, that's a roll. That's a tune. See what I did there? I know. I've got this. Trust me, I got this. So we've got this game that we play with every artist. Yeah. And it's a competition. So we had Joe Jordan on here last time. He did it in 1 minute and 30 seconds. Okay. So you have to do this in 1 minute, 30 seconds. Underneath 1 minute and 30 seconds to try and get on the leaderboard.
What's the game?
So basically, we're going to ask you some rapid fire questions, and you have to answer this as quickly as you possibly can.
Cool. Okay. What's it about?
It's about general knowledge, yeah?
No, it's not even general knowledge, just things about you. Okay. Just get us to know you a bit more.
Alright, cool.
Okay, cool. So, are you ready?
Who's answering it?
Let's just say it as soon as it comes.
Alright, cool. We could do both. It
don't
matter.
Get competitive.
We're a team.
Okay, cool. So, we're ready, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So, if you could open for any UK artist, who would it be and why?
Right now?
LMA.
Oh, that would be a dope one.
LMA.
Yeah. Well, short story. My brother actually wrote Trip, so they co-wrote it with her. So that would be dope. Just as a connection.
Wow, that's mad.
Yeah. Ryan Wade, big him up.
Big up.
Okay, calm. So, if you could collaborate with any artist around the world, who would it be?
Drizzy Drake.
Chris Brown right now.
Okay, calm. So, best album of 2018 was.
2018. Damn. 2018.
What albums dropped?
If I click on.
I'm trying to even think.
I love a Travis, man. Travis is one came hard.
Astro World.
Yeah, okay, Astro World. Okay, calm. So who are your favorite artists to listen to?
At the minute,
Drake,
Travis Scott,
Tory's
Code,
That's a good
Little
shout.
Baby,
Yeah.
Gunna.
Okay.
Yeah.
So who have you met that has left you starstruck?
I wouldn't say I don't really get starstruck as much. I would say inspired by. Who have I met that has inspired of recent?
I haven't really met anyone of recent that inspired me on a deeper level. But it's just you take little gems from everyone, man.
Okay, okay, I like that answer actually. You take little gems. So what song do you have on replay at the moment?
Roddy Rich, Die Young.
Oh, big tune. Yeah, I'll give that one.
Okay, that's the same for me. So what would you rather get from a human being, a smile or a laugh?
Love.
Okay, calm. Jackson 5 or Boys to Men?
Jackson 5.
A place you love to perform?
Staples Center.
Your number one holiday destination is?
Bali.
Okay, you did that in under 2 minutes. Oh, so about 2 minutes 40, I'll say. So
that's a long one. If I knew it was a quick one, I would have been like,
no, it was good. I learned a lot about you guys, and hopefully the audience did too. So trust, that's good. So we are coming back with that. So we're gonna play one of my favorite tunes with you guys, Golden now, and then we're gonna play a little game called the 10-year challenge, just to keep up with current times as well. So this is Golden. Hey, don't gas me, come on, man. Hey, so that was Golden. So yeah, man, it's actually a tune. So
appreciate it.
For me, we are gonna do a 10-year challenge because that's the massive thing at the moment. Everyone's throwing it back to their old stuff, what it used to look like. There's some funny ones that I've seen.
Right.
So going like that. So let's start off with a couple of questions to get to know what you guys like 10 years ago. So first of all, you laughing already?
Dead.
So how old were you 10 years ago?
12 years of age.
Yeah, 12.
Okay, calm. So what was your dream back then? So 12 years old. What were you guys thinking of doing?
Professional footballer.
I used to kick ball a little bit, but mainly was singing and acting at that time.
Okay, cool.
That was around the time I joined the worship team. So, yeah.
I like that. Because me, I was like you doing football. I had a football dream. You know what Americans say I had a cricket dream? Not over here, man.
Ball dream, football.
No, trust. I was like, hey, I'm Thierry. Trust me.
I used to play striker. I play centre mid now, man.
Yeah,
I play semi-pro football now, though.
Oh, still?
Yeah.
I want to play for Arsenal if I don't get some injury. You get me?
They all say that.
So, what would have been on your playlist in 2009?
Oof.
So give me three songs that will be on your playlist in 2009.
Oh,
3 songs, 2009.
Definitely Chris Brown. Yo.
Wait, was this the time that Kano was popping? Was Kano popping with Brown Eyes and that? Was that a bit earlier?
Nah, that's the time. Yeah,
that's around the time.
No, Kano was popping.
Yeah.
P's and Q's, Brown Eyes.
Come on. That would have been on the brick phone.
That was on the PSP, bro.
I remember. Because it was PSP and then the PS3 came out just around. I plugged it in. My music from was different.
Come on.
To be fair, at the same time as well, I remember my brother showed me Drake when Drake's first mixtape came out. He showed me that on LimeWire. That was also like I used to listen to that.
LimeWire, bro, that's a throwback.
Yeah.
So 2009 for me. I know, one thing that I messed up with 2009 so hard was Skepta. What is it? His freestyle they did on Westwood. I got it YouTube and it was on my phone. Walking to school, I was going in. I was like, I'm gonna spray like aftershave, going in, proper going in. Like,
I felt like Funky House was banging at that time.
Banging, bro.
Crazy Cousins and them.
Crazy Cousin, Gracious K.
Donayo.
Skanking was a thing.
Proper.
Like, you know how everyone's doing these what is it?
Gun lean and twist up your neck things.
I was with my cousin during Christmas. They were doing it. I was like,
no, ain't got
nothing on Funky House. Nothing. They were the raves back then.
Yeah, 100.
So my next question for you is: these artists had an album out in 2009, and which artist album would you pick and why? So these are the 4 ones. Trey Songz Ready.
Wow.
Memories from an Angel by Mariah Carey.
Okay.
The Element of Freedom by Alicia Keys, and Rated R by Rihanna.
Ooh. Which would we pick?
Yeah,
I've only got one in there, man. Sorry, man. It's gotta be Trey. Trigger.
Trey.
Which one of y'all?
Which one of y'all?
Yeah. Me, man. That's straight.
For me, it would be either. Trey would definitely be there. But that Rated R album by Rihanna, that was her transition album. That album was crazy.
Huge.
That album was crazy. That's when she broke through proper mainstream. Obviously, she came out straight into mainstream by being under Jay-Z. But that album is where she took over.
Yeah, that forced her to be on radio 24/7.
Yeah. That's an important album still.
Okay, yeah. So, last question. What advice would you give yourself 10 years ago? So you met yourself 12 years, thinking bright-eyed dreams. What would you just say to yourself to keep you hopeful that the future is going to be bright?
Start earlier.
I like that.
That would be just to choose what you want to do and work as hard as you can towards it, and you'll reap what you sow straight.
Yeah.
It's a fact.
Also, don't listen to anyone but yourself in terms of your dream. Push. If you believe it and visualize it, you will achieve it.
Amen.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Gospel right there, man. Jeez, man's preaching the Bible right
now.
Come on, man.
Preach it.
Thank you very much for coming down, man.
It's been a pleasure, man.
Trust me,
Appreciate it, man.
If you've got any projects, hit us up again, man.
Yes,
yeah, 100, man.
Yeah.
Sure.
So, just to hit us off and end it, how can people reach out to you? How can social media, all that kind of stuff?
Okay, so on our social medias, on Twitter, on Instagram, Facebook, we go by @JY_MNTL, which is Jay Montel, man. So
just without the vowels.
Literally.
But yeah, just hit us up on there. You're gonna see all of our cover videos on all of those as well. So stay tuned to that. Turn on post notifications so you can know when we drop our next videos, music videos, Insta videos, all of that.
Yeah. When do you drop your next one? Your next Instagram video?
Sunday.
Yeah, if we got a little thing Sunday coming for you guys, man.
Because the XX to touch show, I was like, okay, cool. And then it was like, raw. Okay, these guys are proper. Okay, cool. Safe.
Come on, man.
Safe, man. Thank you guys for coming down, man.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for having us, man. So we're gonna play this tune Pipe Over with SX. This is Room in Britain. Trust me, we're gonna be still here playing music. Here it is.